Hey everyone, Dylan back here with a video today. I apologize if things aren't in frame or don't look well. Doing my best here as a blind person. But anyways, in today's video, I wanted to make a video about basically, do you need an expensive smartphone or the most powerful smartphone if you are blind? And this, pertains to mostly Android because that's pretty much what I've used my whole life. And I've, recently, last year, got my first Apple device, being a Apple iPad Mini, which was really great. So I can't really speak on Apple too much, but I would still imagine that you could probably use a couple older versions of iPhones and be like perfectly fine, I would imagine. But this was brought up because most of the time I've had phones that are, a couple years older. They're not the most latest and greatest. My current phone, my older phone was an LG G8, and it was cracked and it was, slowing down. And so I wondered, okay, if I get a new phone, what should I get? If I get the latest and greatest, will it be better for like blind accessibility and talkback and all that? And so I went ahead and got the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus because I looked online to try to get any sense of, is the most expensive smartphone good, and or like the best way to go about things. And no, I could not find the answer. And so, you know what? I was like, okay, I can't be the only one who wonders this, so I'm gonna just take the hit. I put the basically the $1,000 phone on my T-Mobile bill, so I'm paying payments on it. So, and I keep my phones for like 2-3 years anyway, so it works out fine than trying to pay the full price for it. But so I'm doing this so I can give people the answer. What is the scoop? Is the latest and greatest, best Android smartphone out there worth the money for like blind accessibility? And I have to be really honest with you. It's really not. It's not, because I had Android 11, which things seem to be more touchy and weird with Android 11. It could have been just me, but I got Android 11 on my LG G8. And for reference, my LG G8 was, it came out in 2019 and I got the phone in 2020. So my phone was about 2 years old, but the technology itself was like 3 years old. So that's kind of where we're like, sitting at there. And so I got this new, Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus, and I had a couple wonders about it. Like, okay, since it's like the most powerful like Android smartphone ever, things should run perfectly smooth, things should run great and be amazing. And then I also wondered, oh, will that 120 hertz refresh rate screen, like, will I be able to feel that? Because I won't be able to see it. Or like, what is it, a visual thing only, or can you see it and like feel it? And I can't really feel it. I couldn't really tell. Maybe there's some others who have had it who are blind who can tell a 120 hertz refresh rate screen. I couldn't really tell that much of a difference, really. So let me know in the comments below if you're blind and you can tell the difference. But so back to some other points about it. Again, the phone itself is really nice build quality. The dual speakers are nice. The phone just feels nice. I can at least tell you that much. But as far as Android 12 goes and the phone itself, it really doesn't, it's not really much different. Like, I mean, maybe it's slightly better. Maybe, and that could just be placebo on my part, but I don't really think it's all that better. And so, because I was like, oh, maybe software wise, which at this point, I think everything is software, because the hardware is so powerful at this point. I can't imagine TalkBack, being like that. But as far as everything goes, there really wasn't a different experience for the most part. And I was very disappointed by this, because I was like, oh, You know, I thought getting a phone that, you know, going from a 3-year-old like technological phone to the newest, latest, and greatest, and it being Samsung, so one of the biggest, like the biggest Android brand really, and it not really being much of an upgrade realistically for me as a blind person. And so that's why I kind of give you my verdict here that if you're blind and you know, you're wanting to get a smartphone, or you still have an older smartphone, should you upgrade? Will it be a better experience for you? And I'm gonna say no. If you have a phone that's like 3 years behind the current right now, I think you're fine. I think you're completely good. You might even be fine with like something from 2018, honestly, to be perfectly like clear. Like, I did not have the G7, but I had the LG G6, and then I went to the LG G8. So, and there was a little bit of a smoother upgrade there, but even still, like, they haven't been huge. So I would say, like, you know, 3 or 4 years older smartphone, yeah, go with that. It'll be way cheaper, and instead of you spending $1,000 on these newer phones, you're not getting much else. Like, as a blind person, it's not a better experience. And it like, even if it were slightly, it might be like, it's insignificant, like, in the scheme of all things, to like pay that much money. So like, it's not worth it, even if it was like just slightly better. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. I was really hoping it would be better. I've decided to try to answer my own question. Does a blind person need a more expensive like smartphone or the latest and greatest? And honestly, we're not there yet. And for me, I'm not upgrading my phone for a long time until there's really concrete upgrades to the software and TalkBack and everything. I am not getting a new phone because it's just not worth it. There's nothing there like worth the upgrade or the money. So I would, you know, if you're on a budget, try to get something like, you know, 3 or 4 years older. Maybe get something renewed or refurbished. You know, I think most things will serve you well. Like I said, for Apple, I can't really say because I've never used an actual iPhone, but I would imagine it's pretty similar. You could probably get a several-year-old iPhone and it's still probably just as good. The technology really isn't advancing that huge in gaps, even within a couple of years, it seems like. But yeah, hopefully this helps somebody make a decision, like whether they were wondering, should I get a more expensive smartphone? Will it be a better blind accessible experience? And not really. So I hope this helps somebody. And yeah, so please like the video if you liked it. Comment down below your thoughts if you have the Samsung Galaxy S22 or like a powerful phone, what your thoughts are. Maybe I'm wrong on this and maybe you think it is an upgrade or there are some better things about it. Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, please subscribe and all that good stuff. And yeah, that's been it for me. Thank you guys for watching and thank you guys for listening. I will see you in the next video.